Welcome to Cross-Family Genealogy of Jefferson County, West Virginia. Today, I would like to share with you my family genealogy who lived in Jefferson County, West Virginia, and later migrated to Newport, Rhode Island during the early 1900s. In this presentation, you will learn about my family and a few stories about their life. First, I would like to thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation. So how am I related to the Cross family? My name is Bernice Cross Ramseur, the Cross family historian, the daughter of Charles and Rosa Owens Cross. And for over 50 years, I have gathered information about my relatives. In this video, I will share with you my genealogical research, which begins with my grandfather, Lewis Cross, and his wife, Rebecca Jackson and Harriet Berry. Also, I will give you a glimpse into his children's lives. Now, let's begin. Lewis Cross was born in 1848 in Jefferson County, West Virginia. He lived with Louis Ball prior to his marriage to Juliet Rebecca Jackson. Juliet Rebecca Jackson was the daughter of Samuel and Hannah Jackson of Jefferson County, West Virginia. Louis was employed as a dairy person. In 1877, Summit Point, West Virginia, purchased land from the Locke family. Later, Lewis Cross married Harriet Berry, the daughter of Adrian and Hannah Lovett Berry of Jefferson County, West Virginia. They adopted Alice M. Luckett. In 1916, Alice M. Luckett married Andrew Addison Berry, the nephew of Harriet Berry Cross. In 1919, Louis died of dysentery in White Spring Cabin in West Virginia. In his will, Louis left his property to his wife, Harriet, and his children. His will was contested by his adopted daughter, Alice Luckett. She believed she should have been included in his will because Louis and Harriet Cross had raised her. Newton Cross was the first child of Louis and Rebecca Cross. He was born in 1871, and he is listed on the 1880 Jefferson County census. But no one ever mentioned Newton or Rebecca, and they have been a mystery about what happened to Newton and Rebecca. The oral history is that Rebecca left Louis, but she does not appear in any other documents. John Fenton Cross lived at 8 Hall Avenue in Newport, Rhode Island. He worked in the construction industry in Newport, Rhode Island. Hannah Maria Cross was an avid poetry writer, and her poems have been published into booklets. In another video, I will share with you her poems. Charles Cross and his wife, Rosa Owens Cross, lived on William Street in Newport, Rhode Island. Today, their home is converted into a shop. Maud Cross was born in 1878 in Summit Point, West Virginia. She graduated from Lincoln Institute in New York City and was a nurse. She married John Redman and lived in Rochester, New York. Maud and John Redman raised her sister, Lucy Cross's daughter, Mildred Cross. Very little else is known about Maud Cross Redman. Lucy Cross, the youngest child of Lewis Cross. It is not known if her mother was Rebecca Jackson or Harriet Berry. Lucy's death certificate states that Harriet Berry was her mother. After Lucy's death, her children lived with John Fenton Cross and Maud Cross Redman. It is not known who Tyree Daugherty lived with after his mother's death. Years later, Norma Page Cross lived in Mount Vernon, New York, and Hannah Daugherty Willis lived with her at this time. In conclusion, I would like to share with you our family portrait. This photo was taken about 1920 in Newport, Rhode Island. Beginning on the left is my sister Margaret, brother Henry, my mother Rosa, my brother Owen, my father, my brother Louis, and myself. Standing in the rear, thank you for allowing me to share my genealogical information about my family with you, and I hope this will encourage you to learn more about the stories of your family.